Hi, I'm Rob. This is Gems of War and it's Guild Wars Day 4 Blue Day. I like this day. I get to use one of my favourite attack teams on Guild Wars. Done okay so far. The first 3 days were all 5-0s and all fairly comfortable so far. So confidence is high on probably my favourite day for Guild Wars. And this is why. This is the team I'm going with. I really like it. It powers up super fast and can one-shot the entire team when you get Winter Imp super powered up. And this is how it works. We've got all blue essential for Guild Wars, and the key is Shabanu, Vespera and Winter Imp. Shabana Vespera in my case gives 17 to a random skill on an ally, then creates 9 gems of their mana colour and repeats 2 more times for random allies. Winter Imp deals a certain amount of scatter damage, in my case 41, boosted by blue gems. But the main point of him there as well is that awesome third trait, gains 8 magic on blue gem matches. Now when we cast Vespera on somebody that's blue only, we're going to get absolutely tons of blue on the screen at once, because you pick someone that's blue only, it can't not cast blue as a starting point, and if the spell where she then repeats that 2 more times for random allies, maybe unlucky and cast it on herself and you get some yellow or purple on the screen instead, but majority of the time you're going to get a ton of blue and just get turn after turn after turn, which is going to boost Winter Imp out of control, because not only do you get that gain 8 magic on blue gems, but if that gives 17 to a random skill on an ally, happens to go on Winter Imp's magic, then that number goes up even higher and the scatter damage becomes absolutely crazy. And it can happen to Beatrix as well, that her damage can go out of control as well. Our new scepter is there because it's low mana cost, it's the correct colour, and it's very handy for getting Vespera charged up nice and fast, which is what we need. Any yellow or purple, if there's tons there, we'll take them if we're not charged up yet. And it's very good for creating an extra turn. Our new scepter, I think it's overlooked in this aspect. It's quite often a case where you might have 2 gems of say blue at the top, then a yellow one in the middle, then 2 gems of blue underneath it. And obviously if you remove the yellow one, you're going to create a 4 match, and it's handy like that. If you don't have Beatrix, a really good substitute is another Winter Imp, because this makes it even more crazy. You're then going to get double bubble on that third trait, so you're going to gain 16 magic on blue gem matches, so that's going to go crazy really fast. And if anything, it makes Vespera's spell even more safe, because you've got 3 troops that use blue only. You're going to get even more blue. You can't, Vespera can't decide to cast some of Beatrix, in my case, is green. So with an extra Winter Imp there, you've got 3 troops that use blue only. So you're going to be even safer on getting even more guaranteed blue on the screen. The reason why Beatrix is there mainly is because I love that third trait, and because we're making 4 matches all the time, we are going to be cleansed pretty much constantly. So there's a team, that's how it works. And another advantage of Vespera I really like as well is that third trait where you've got a 30% chance to summon a Jinn when matching 4 or more gems, which, as you'll see, we're going to be doing an awful lot of that. So if you do accidentally lose one and you're a bit unfortunate, then the likelihood is you'll get one back anyway, unless it's actually Vespera herself which gets killed. So I'll just show the banners quickly if I actually press the right button. Gone for +2 purple, no sorry, +2 blue, +1 purple, -1 red. Again, because we want our new scepter and Vespera charged up as quickly as possible, as well as much blue as we can on the screen at one time. We've gone with Frost Mage because I like the Frostbite. Freezing an opponent is always good, and we cast the spell a lot, and we're going to freeze a random enemy at the start while being immune to frozen ourselves. 20% magic reduction, start with 50% mana, submerge a random ally on 4 or 5 gem matches, which is really cool versus other Queen Beatrix teams and the Gob Truffle teams and stuff like that. Explode a yellow gem on 4 or 5 gem matches, which is really neat because we do the 4 or 5 gem matches an absolute ton, so we're going to get even quicker mana generation. And I'm not 100 yet on this, but just if you are, just pick whichever one makes the most sense for you. Probably the Elementals one, to be honest, because that's probably handy for Vespera. So I'll probably go for Lord of Storms. Right, so let's get on with it. Got a basic sounding team to start with. Tesla's the main threat here, but nothing really to be worried about. And as ever, if you find this video useful or helpful, please consider pressing those like and subscribe buttons. It really does help. So now we want to get blue off and running if we can, or purple. If we can create blue into purple, that's even better. But because we've got that and there's a ton of yellow, I will cast our new scepter now and take yellow. I'm going to try and go a bit slower on this video. I've got a habit of rushing the games. I like to play fast, ordinarily. But it's important on Guild Wars not to rush, because you miss a basic thing sometimes. So here we go, Vespera's charged. I'm going to cast her on Winter Imp, because that boost where she gives extra, like the 17 to a random skill, is obviously a very high chance that it'll go on his magic. So he creates a ton of damage. We've already gone up to 90, look, already in one in one cast. Collect that blue so we get Vespera charged again. Collect any 4 matches which are available, because you can get random skull hits like that. I'll be saying some things which are obvious in this video, because I do try and make my videos for both experienced players who are looking for something new or may give them an extra twist on a team they already know about, and I also do them for early players too, so I try and cover all bases with my video, so bear that in mind if I'm saying something which you think is mind-blowingly obvious. I'm going to keep an eye on his damage as well, because it can go wildly out of control, much quicker than what you think sometimes. Yeah, to guarantee Vespera's charged. Have a quick look around, make sure there's no other 4 matches I'm missing out on, and we just keep on literally casting it on Winter Imp. I'd only cast it on our new scepter if he took some damage somehow and it needs a boost up in health or something like that. But otherwise, just keep chucking it on. And literally, I'm going to try and get this so the point where I can one-shot the team. How much health have they got? 70, 140, 202. So 263 they've got total health there, so we're not far away being able to actually whack them off in one hit. Ooh, it started to do a load of yellow there. That's unexpected. See, with both of them, we can actually now clear both of those in one go. But if Valkyrie has got any kind of brain whatsoever, she would transform yellow to blue. So I will remove blue on this one. Get any sort of cascade, and we did. Always look out for things like this where we get a 3 match there which drops this into a 4 match. Those sort of things are there a lot and always worth looking out for. Alright, so back to where we were, and casting on Winter Imp. And all these extra turns aren't classed as a round, if you know what I mean. Like in Guild Wars, I'm pretty certain a whole round is when you have your go from start to finish, including all extra turns, and then the other side has their turn, start to finish. That's one complete turn. So you're not actually taking a long time to play this game by doing this. 228, oh, we've got plenty now. Unless anybody's got any armour. No, that's skull armour, so we're not worried about that. looking for spell reduction. Make sure don't get surprised by not taking them out in one go. Next one. It's interesting. Life and death at the top. Convert purple to green. Important to look out for that because it starts empowered, so they can cast that absolutely straight away. Lord of Slaughter there, that's interesting, he's in third place, that's unusual. And Crystanax can have a summon as well, so and gains enchant, so that's going to power up pretty quickly. So yeah, but overall, I'm not scared. Yeah, nice one for purple straight away. Right, if I get a surge on purple, I would actually get powered up now, but I can convert purple to green, so that's a good one to move anyway because you don't want the opposition getting all that lot. So that is the one I'm going to do. And we've got a fortunate format. Now let the games begin. No format drop possibilities. Oh, the tail should actually get going now. That was a surprise. That's the thing about Beatrix, see, I think we had Hunter's Mark or something there straight away, and on a 4-match, which we get so easily with this team, it just got removed straight away by Beatrix. See, ordinarily, you'd be tempted to take that, most people would, and I'm going to leave it there because there's not a ton of extra blue elsewhere on the screen. So we want as much blue as possible, so for that reason, I'm going to not take that 4-match, and I'm going to use that to my advantage by leaving it there, because we want as much blue as possible when we cast Vespera. Keep on going. That's a nice couple of skull hits. So we've got 8, 16, 26, roughly 250 we need to take them out. Because Vespera, if she decides to cast that, when that give 17 to a random skill on an ally, that she can decide to actually put that on herself when that's repeated for 2 more random allies. And if that goes on her magic, then it just magnifies what she's doing to everybody else, and it can go properly crazy. We'll set off for what's happening right now. So it's still decent enough. See, this is where I'd use Anu Scepter, you see, because if you didn't have Vespera charged up, you could use Anu Scepter to remove that brown one, and that creates obviously a 4-match. It's a very simple weapon, but it's very, very nifty. Like that. And party. 211, not quite there on wiping them out yet, unless Beatrix has been boosted out of control, which she hasn't. See, I'm going to take this one rather than this one, because I haven't quite visualised it, but that might drop them, which drops the yellow, which drops the skulls, I don't know. Let's see. Well, it kind of happened. Now we've definitely got enough to wipe them out. Didn't get everybody charged, when you had 3 people charged, because obviously when you cast Winter Imp, unless you get a, random explosion, which you're not going to get because you're not exploding anything, then you're not going to get all 4 troops charged at the end, only 3. The only way that can happen is if Beatrix gets charged out of control, and you can cast her instead, where she'll generate a ton of gems, and you may get lucky and get her mana charged up as well. So how's the rest of the crew doing? Oh, he's on 2-0 as well. taking his time. I had a look at that half an hour ago and he was on 1-0. It's half an hour per game. Right. 4 matches first. Then with a lot of yellow there. Right. I'll take this one, you see. This is a good, like, I'll take that one because we might get 4 matches on yellow. Which we didn't, but it doesn't really matter. And now there's only 10 yellow there, which is enough for Vespera. So we'll have a quick check, make sure we can't create a 4 match out of anything. I'm pretty sure nothing springs to mind immediately. Well, there was one there, but that was hard to actually visualise, so we got the effect we wanted, but by luck more than judgment. Now this is where it's good, because when... Wow, how on earth did that not give me a 4 match on blue? What? That is ludicrous. That is seriously ludicrous. There was... Oh my god, I've got to look at that again later. There was so many blue there. And for her to say you're going to cast 9 gems of 9 of blue, sorry, 9 gems of blue, and then do it 2 more times, where the likelihood is you've got 60% chance of another 18 gems of blue, for them the board to hardly change at all and not give a 4 match that's amazing. Wow. Right, I've got to be careful here now because Vespera is in the firing line. And Ghost has got heavy armour, but I don't want to get hit by that myself. And some of these skulls will explode, which will help mana generation, so I have to try that. Okay, we got lucky there, that was good. Little extra turn. See, I could take the green potion, but I'm not confident that's going to actually give an extra turn. But they don't use green, so that will mess up them collecting. And red Doom Skulls, so that's not actually an issue. But it's going to take at least 2 casts of collecting blue to charge Vespera. Don't want to drop that one down because they might see that potion and that might start a little chain reaction off for them. I am going to take that one. Okay, can live with that. I'm going to take this one so we can get double purple because of this drop here as well, and we may get lucky elsewhere, and that will charge Vespera. Right, good. Now, don't give me any more nonsense about not getting 4 matches when there's 90,000 blues on the screen. Beatrix is on 130 now. Sometimes when a game's not going quite your way, like I feel I'm more inclined to combine the strength of Queen Beatrix, power 130, and that one now, so that's 236 altogether. See if that's enough. It's not quite yet. I'd be tempted to cast Beatrix first because you've got a chance of an extra turn anyway, and then cast Twin to Imp. But we're not quite there. I'm being able to wipe them out yet. And every round it can get nearer, so it's 260 odd. Okay, feels like we're back on track now. So we've got our 4th troop back look because of that 3rd trait on. She's not there, she got moved. My autopilot fingers have been muddled. And that third trait, that 30% chance to summon a Jinn, is really handy in Guild Wars because you get fruit back because we lost our not hero in the end. Didn't turn out to be very heroic at all. We'll have a quick check now, see how we're doing on damage. 136, so we're 339. 9, 18, 28. Not quite enough. Oh, I only pressed the wrong button so I was in autopilot mode. Damn it, but that's okay. I think 138, does that kill him? I think it does. Oh, they got left on 1! Oh my god, that is my fault for not adding it up properly. See, this is where laziness and clumsiness can do you in on Guild Wars, because I've done some really quick maths there and I thought it was enough. Used to be a casino croupier and I'm pretty decent at adding up quickly, and I added that up super fast and I thought it was pretty much bang on, but it wasn't. It was apparently 1 out. But I think we're still going to be okay because we can wipe them out now. But if there's any more 4 matches, I'll collect them because we want to be charged up if we can. Right, I think I'm going to settle for that and cast Beatrix. Call that right, unless they get another summon. If they didn't, because we got a little boost as well, so we got 3 people charged out of the 4. I'll take that. That game didn't go fantastically well. We were hindered by the loss of the hero. 3-0 still, so who's next? Alright, this is where this sort of team comes into its own with Frost Mage. Frost Mage is really good for this because they freeze an opponent on a 4-match possibility which you get, but also because of the show it. The talent tree where Deluge. Submerge a random ally in 4 or 5 gem matches. That is so handy against the Gobtruffle Goblin style teams. So this is still a good team for this. We'll jump in straight with this, but it's so important we get going first here. This team we're fighting now can repeat and repeat. If they get in first, it can literally just keep on repeating with extra turns until we are dead. So we really need it to be kind and get us charged first. So it's saying it wants me to take green, but I don't want green. I need... I know Beatrix can do an extra turn, but it's not guaranteed. And I've had games before in my favour and against where Beatrix has cast again and again and again until the opposition is dead. But it's certainly not guaranteed in the same way that a Goblin team is. So as soon as they get that, the chances are that Gobtruffle and String Fiddler are going to be charged immediately. So I need to stop them getting blue. The one to take here is this one here, which is obvious, it's the only one, but say there were other opportunities, because there's a chance we may get a 4-match on blue here as well. Which we didn't get, but we did get our new Scepter. But we're absolutely miles away still from getting Vespera charged. This is tricky. Absolutely nowhere near. 9 purple is the best we can do. Wow. Alright, if we've removed the purple from there. Ah, we're going to get a 4-match. This is where our new Scepter is so good, look. If we take away both those 2 purple, we're going to get a 4-match on green. I was looking at it as a possibility of taking away the purple and there being a possibility of 4 matches on the blue there, but we will definitely get it on green, so that is good. And it's that chain reaction which caused Vespera to charge up, so right, now, be nice game. Because on this one I will cast as soon as I think is a decent opportunity to get rid of String Fiddler or Gobtruffle. But it's important that we keep on taking extra turns, so we want to get as many of that side frozen as we can. Gobtruffle's already frozen, which is good. But I want more. I'm greedy. That didn't work out too good. But with now lots of green and brown there, we've got a very good chance of an extra turn with Beatrix. She's doing 100 damage. Gobtruffle is frozen. So I'm just going to check for that Arnu's Scepter extra turn possibility by removing certain gems. Don't see anything there right now. No, I think we're going to have to wing it with Beatrix. That worked out. So what we've got left? 116, 216, 220, 228, 328, 324. So we're miles away right now, but we have got rid of the first one. Now we need some mana generation for Vespera. Trouble is with taking blue with Arnu's Scepter is it will put it on itself first. So even though there's 13 there, I think it takes 9 to charge. You're only going to benefit 4 to Vespera. So for that reason, I will probably take yellow, which will then leave me wide open on them taking blue, which is going to get their Arboreal Crystal charged up. But by taking yellow, I'm going to get brown there and surely cause a certain amount of chain reaction. And we will have Vespera charged. That's going to do, yeah, I'm going to do that. Right. See, that was uncertain, but providing this cast now works, we got away with it. Sometimes you just got to go with the flow and hope for the best. There's only a certain amount you can control it. But you have to go with what makes the most sense and what gives you the most chance to get the desired result. 145 damage, not enough yet to kill anybody for sure. Getting there. Oh, crap, loads of yellow. But we've got a green potion. This is a bit flaky today, like this Vespero on the blue, sorry, is usually unbelievably reliable, getting just tons and tons of blue. And it's being a bit iffy. She's off form today. She's great in other colours as well, which doesn't happen that often. 210 true damage. Not quite, we need roughly another 30 odd. So one more cast of this, and that should be good. We'll get this for good effect. Just check to see if Beatrix wasn't randomly charged up. Oh, I did look at the thinking submerge, dodge damage, tomfoolery. Let's slow this right up now because we're entangled on the first troop. This is why you need to pay full attention to Guild Wars. That was pretty sloppy. Not see that they were submerged. But I blame the excuse on talking at the same time. Other people that make videos like this will probably agree with me that when you're doing videos like this, 10 times easier to make a mistake when you're multitasking 3 or 4 things at the same time. Because you're not just playing the game, you're playing the game while thinking about what a sensible thing is to say next, while actually saying that thing next. And that combination makes you prone to the odd mistake. And that's my excuse. And I know I haven't got a witness, and I know I can't prove it, but that's my reason and I'm sticking to it. Well, see, I'm overthinking things now. Can kill these. What am I looking at? So busy thinking up excuses about why I just didn't notice that last troop being submerged that got lost in a moment of being able to just kill them outright. I think Urban Indy must have fell asleep. Get brown and purple there right away, nice. Don't care about brown, but it caused the extra purple, which is good. Transform all green to blue. We'll take that blue then, so that makes that not very useful for them, but beneficial to us. Now we'll grab yellow because that will charge up Vespera. It's always better to change not blue when you're doing Anu's Scepter. I mean to remove anything not blue, because when you got Vespera charged, you've then got plenty of blue left on the string to give her a chance, her spell a much better chance of working. Now we're away now. This is looking already good, so just rinse and repeat. And we didn't get our 4-match there. It's usually extremely reliable, like literally for quite often 10-15 turns in a row. Looking for possible cascades. I'll take this one here because it's going to do other stuff. And we're hopefully back on track again. Yeah, I'm going to leave that one because I'm not going to take that because I had a habit today of not giving me as much blue as I would like. But I'm greedy. I want loads of blue. I want like 60 turns in a row with this thing. Otherwise it's broken. Keep an eye on our damage. 237. He's on now. It's not enough. More. Plenty of blue, so we don't mind taking that one. Ooh, there's a green there instead. Don't want green, want blue. $142, 310. Right, it's like the likelihood is they're not going to be able to get charged, so I am tempted to cast Beatrix and then Imp. Because Beatrix, we may get an extra turn anyway. Just have a look around, make sure we don't get any extra turns with Anu's Scepter by removing certain gems. This is where being patient comes into it. And not rushing. Yeah, I don't see anything immediately obvious. So, go B. Didn't get an extra turn. But now, that's not quite enough. So we still need a bit more. $358. Oh, a lot of green. I want green. Vespera, get your act together. Stop casting 3 extra colours, which are low chance of doing. Because basically, if she does that spell where you create 9 gems of a mana colour, then repeat 2 more times for random allies, it's like got troops there which are blue only. And even if it decides to cast it on Beatrix, it's like 50-50 chance whether it chooses the colour you want or not. But you should still get, the majority of the time, the colour that you want. So I'm going to take this blue one here, because that's going to create a 4 match or on the green there. And we're back on track again. 441. Oh, not quite enough. We're nearly there though. We're so close. That's plenty now. It says, again, not noticing the submerged people. What is wrong with me? My god. Right, we'll take this because this is going to give us a 4 match on the skull. Dodge that. We'll submerge from that, you get. It's got that. Uber armour. Take some battering. Might just do the skull match because he's dodging all my stuff. See, when Imp is already way powered up, I've probably done it too much really, I've probably overdone it. You can cast Vespera on a new Scepter because if she puts that extra skill onto attack, then that obviously demolishes people even faster. Right, I may cast Beatrix now. I know it's going to miss Gorgotha, but I want to get rid of this doomed tomfoolery. How did that not kill him? That was like doing something like 188 true scatter damage. I know they've got a reduction on it, but I don't know if I missed something there, but even 20% reduction on that should have easily wiped them out. Okay, choices here. I can either give them a bash with that, which probably won't kill him, or I can keep casting Vespera and hope for a lucky skull drop, which is probably the way to go because we get everybody charged up at the same time. This feels like this is taking ages today. Let's grab the drink and some snacks because I don't want anybody to starve to death if they actually sat through all this. Alright, come on, give me a lucky skull hit. Oh, don't give me anything at all. That Imp's going to be like mad now, like 660. Oh god, it's the devil number. Not I'm superstitious. It's bad luck to be superstitious. Har har. Don't lose one at the last minute, you absolute oaf. Oh my god, this can go pear-shaped. Oh my god, I got complacent. No! Ease up, son. Oof, flippin' heck. Oh no, I think we're going to lose Vespera. I have been... Oh my god. Complacency will ruin your day in Guild Wars. I thought this was absolute cut and dried, easy win. And I failed to spot that submerged thing again, and now we're probably going to lose Vespera as well. And that means we're going to lose 2 troops because Vespera is the one that ordinarily summons. Can't see a way of avoiding skull damage after I... That's going to do extra damage, but it's not going to be enough to kill him. I need this to explode and then get a second skull hit afterwards. Otherwise I'm going to lose somebody else. And we've lost another troop. Damn it, Janet. Well, it is what it is. It's a victory, but I'm never content unless I've got 4 troops remaining. Alright, so I ended up with 5-0 again, and overall 37,538 points, but I feel like it should have been better. But it is what it is. I made a couple of mistakes. That can happen, especially when you're talking. That's my excuse. If I wasn't talking, you'd think clearer and you'd probably spotted them submerges and things like that. But, you know, there's other things going on. And it happened. So there it is. If you found the video useful, remember to like and subscribe. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching. And if you watched to the end, even more kudos to you. And I'll catch you again next time, hopefully. Bye for now.